David Johansen net worth and cause of death. David Johansen, a name that echoes through the halls of rock and roll history. From the gritty streets of New York City to the bright lights of fame, Johansen's journey is a tale of raw talent, relentless passion, and a soul that never stopped singing. David Roger Johansen, sometimes spelled David Johansen, January born on 9/1950, February 28, 2025, was an American singer, songwriter, and actor best known as lead singer of the seminal proto-punk band the New York Dolls. He is also known for his work under the pseudonym Buster Poindexter and for playing the Ghost of Christmas Past in Scrooged, 1988. Remember to like and subscribe as we delve deep on this legendary star who has fallen. Early life and career beginnings. Born on January 9, 1950, in Staten Island, New York, David Johansen grew up surrounded by the vibrant sounds of the 60s. Music flowed through his veins, and by the early 70s, he would become the face of a movement that redefined punk rock. As the frontman of the New York Dolls, Johansen's raspy voice and electric stage presence became iconic. The Dolls, with their glam rock style and rebellious attitude, paved the way for countless punk bands to come. Though commercial success was elusive, their impact on music was undeniable. Reinvention and Buster Poindexter. When the Dolls disbanded, Johansen didn't fade into obscurity. Instead, he reinvented himself. Under the alter ego Buster Poindexter, he gave the world hits like Hot, Hot, Hot. His flamboyant, lounge singer persona brought him into the mainstream, showing the world yet another side of his artistry. Financial success and net worth. Today, David Johansen's net worth is estimated to be around $2 million. While he never reached the staggering wealth of some of his contemporaries, Johansen's riches lie in his legacy. He built a career on authenticity, influencing generations of musicians while carving out a space for himself as a true artist. Health trouble. In February 2025, David's family revealed he had been struggling with cancer for about a decade up to that point. In February 2025, David's daughter confirmed he had stage 4 cancer, which had progressed to a brain tumor. In her social media post, David's daughter described the increasingly severe financial burden our family is facing. She included a fundraising link to help offset the medical bills. He fell and broke his back in 2 places in November 2024 and required surgery. His stepdaughter launched a fundraiser to help with his treatment on January 10, 2025. He died from cancer at his Staten Island home on February 28, 2025, at the age of 75. Personal life. In 1977, Johansen married actress Serinda Fox. The couple stayed together for only 1 year, divorcing in 1978. A few years later, he began dating the photographer Kate Simon. They married in 1983 and remained together until their divorce in 2011. In 2013, he married artist Mara Hennessy. Johansen supported President Joe Biden in his 2020 presidential campaign. He released a cover of the song Sinking Ship by Gypsy to be used in the election campaign in September 2020. Recent news and continued influence. In recent years, Johansen has continued to perform, keeping the spirit of rock alive. In 2023, Martin Scorsese released a documentary titled Personality Crisis, One Night Only, a loving tribute to Johansen's life and career. The film, filled with intimate interviews and powerful performances, reminded audiences of the magic he brings to the stage. Career. In the late 1960s, Johansen began his career as a lead singer in a local Staten Island band, the Vagabond Missionaries. Then, a few years later, he joined the proto-punk band the New York Dolls as a singer-songwriter. They became a prominent band in the New York scene, though they generally did better critically than commercially. In 1973, they released the album New York Dolls, followed by a second album, Too Much Too Soon, in 1974. Johansen wrote most of the material on these albums along with guitarist Johnny Thunders. Johansen released his debut album, the self-titled David Johansen, in 1978, followed by a second album, In Style, in 1979. He continued releasing music throughout the late 1970s and early 1980s, releasing 4 studio albums and 2 live albums during this period of his solo career. In 1982, he was also the opening act for the Who on their tour. In the early 2000s, Johansson focused his career on blues music and performed with his group, the Harry Smiths. The group was named as a tribute to Harry Everett Smith, who had compiled the anthology of American folk music. Johansson and his band covered several of the songs included in that anthology in their album, Shaker, Legacy, and Final Thoughts. David Johansson's story is a reminder that success isn't always measured in platinum records or mansions. It's about the lives you touch, the art you create, and the love you share. As he continued to perform, inspire, and live life on his terms, Johansson remains a beacon of authenticity in an industry that often forgets what truly matters. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more deep dives into the lives of legendary artists. Let us know in the comments what your favorite David Johansson moment is, or which music icon you'd like us to cover next. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in next